Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Luis, welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 5. So last time we went to the airport and finished up the bikers and we raced to the airfield with Ron. So let's check him out. Let's go see Trevor's house, see what he's up to. See what is Ron up to, I think. Oh, wait.
Get back here! You're not even hidden! Have you got it?
I've been trying, Trevor. I've been trying.
Come on over here, alright? I ain't gonna hit you.
You're gonna hit him.
I've been trying.
I know.
Ooh! Damn.
I thought you said you wasn't gonna hit me.
I thought you said you were gonna find fucking Michael Townley.
There's two Michael Townleys living in LS.
There's still
One
two Michael.
is 83, and the other one is at kindergarten. I asked the teacher to put him on the phone just to be safe. She threatened to call the cops. I ain't no molester, Trevor.
Shut up before I molest you, alright? Now is there anything else?
I looked through the phone directory. I did find a Michael DeSanta, about the right age, married with 2 kids.
What's his wife's name?
Amanda.
Amanda?
Amanda!
Yeah.
You're a genius, you moron! Come on, come here!
You're gonna hit him.
Woo!
Yep, I knew it.
Don't you ever not tell me things I want to know!
Sorry, Trevor.
Aw, come on, give
you
him a
little
break.
bastard! Get out here! We're going to Los Santos!
Are we?
Not you, me and Wade.
What about me?
You're CEO of Trevor Phillips Enterprises. Find us some business so that we can make some money. And tidy my shit up. Let's go. Wait, come on. I'm driving. You can jerk me off if I get bored.
No, don't
joking.
do it.
You can suck me off.
Oh, no. Wait,
We
don't
got
do
stop
it.
for ice cream?
We can.
So we're headed to Los Santos then?
Soon. I gotta make a stop.
Oh, what's the stop? Ice cream?
Where are your people at in Los Santos?
It's just my cousin there, Floyd. He's bunked in with his girlfriend someplace called Vespucci Beach. So, what's the stop?
Family's important, Wade. Not as important as the man that's employed you, mentored you, and fed you amphetamines this last year, but it's important. We gotta pay this cousin a visit.
I ain't seen him in a while, Trevor.
All the more reason to drop by.
Okay, that might be nice, but where are we stopping on the way? Cause, you know, I'm getting kind of wet over here.
For fuck's sakes! Another chapter of the lost have descended on this fine town. Looking to mourn and maybe revenge their dead. I was thinking me and you could pay our respects.
Trevor, I don't think we'd be welcome there. I mean, wasn't you the one who...
Wasn't I the what? Wade. Kill Johnny K? I don't know. So what are we gonna stop by, actually?
Camp's up here. I'll wait till dark before I drop in again.
Oh yeah, we're gonna finish up the bikers, of course. I remember. It's a nice thunder
The
day.
assholes here. They slipped. Ice took a hold of this whole place. You're lost. You are not forgotten, brothers. We'll find that motherfucker.
And that's Trevor. Okay, plan to stick bombs
I
on the
got you them
trailers.
bombs and that pistol with the thing that makes it quiet on it.
Yeah, I took them. Those are my gifts for these pricks.
Okay, let's switch to sticky bomb. Hey, let me adjust the settings real quick, cause I can't get the master volume or the character volume. I don't know. Where is this? I think this is dial-up. I think that's the one, but I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna plant these stick bombs on the trailers very quietly. Get close to the trailer and aim with L2, then press R2 to throw the bomb. And boom!
There you go.
Okay, press R2 to plant a bomb on the ground or a vertical surface. I got that. I played this before.
Like, hey, the lost in the sea. Really great, man. Lost in sea chapter friend. Something all the nation was proud of. Whatever they said about me snitching, man, that was bullshit. Billy would have never let this shit go down right. Take it down on the chapter. Ridiculous. Let's take a ride. See what kind of shape they left this place in.
I'm hitting the blacktop, brothers. So long.
Okay. I thought he's gonna leave.
Sister! Get your ass out here! Oh, we're here to take care of him! Get on out of here before I pecker falls off!
Yo, these bikers are insane. Like, taking out the woman? Really? God damn it. Oh, many died! Okay. That was close. I thought they were coming this way. Okay. So plant this bomb in that trailer real quick. Okay, one last one. Man, these burgers don't like Trevor. Because they know that he killed Johnny Cage. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I made a less noise. Oh, you're beating him up.
Hey, man, fuck! You're Trevor Phillips!
They saw me. Shit. Whoa, I was close to him.
This time we're gonna ice him!
Come on, come on.
Ain't gonna do us again!
Shit. Now we need to plant the last one. For fuck's sakes. I was close then. I was too close to the bikers, for fuck's sakes. Alright, let's do it again. Let's plant these trailers again. There's one.
There you go.
Missed.
Something all the nation was proud of.
There you go.
Whatever they said about his snitching, man, that was bullshit. Billy would have never let this shit go down right here. One sneaky little brother taking down a whole chapter. Let's take a ride. See what kind of shape they left this place in.
Trailer 2. Wrong trailer. God damn it. How many stick bombs? Okay, I only have 15 stick bombs. Okay. 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 That was a bit noisy at that fence when I bumped it. Okay. Okay, this is not the trailer, so it's not.
Some of you hit the pipe too hard. In case one of you was a little too grabby in the shower, or one of your neighbors too close to the bull. But I loved you all like brothers. We never took no shit. Never made no compromise. You're lost. You are not forgotten, brothers. We'll find that motherfucker. Tell the devil.
Okay, one last is at the distance, a bit far away. Now I have to be still.
Brothers, I am on the road!
Okay, I thought he saw me. Can I detonate the bombs while the other one is not detonate? Let's see.
They're coming at us! Get it!
Make them.
Yeah, bring it on, bitches.
Someone's here who ain't meant to be.
Are you gonna put him in the ground?
Ah, shut your mouth. I'm gonna put you in the
The
ground.
maniac, what?
Oh,
The
here goes the
brother.
last one.
Now we don't gotta look for him.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, you think you should be behind? I
Go,
don't
go,
think
go,
so.
go, go!
Ha 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 ha. That was his last word.
Take that car.
Oh, no, you don't.
Do it for the brothers! Yeah!
Where are you
You
at?
gonna come here to fuck with me?
He had a shotgun.
Fuck off! Go! Fuck off!
Are you talking to the little lady or talking?
Pussies! Every one of you!
He's crazy. Oh, there's some of the bikers. They're getting away. They're scared of me. Okay, so that's done.
Now that that's over, let's get out of town. Los fricking Santos.
That hurt my back!
That go okay? I heard about the banging and screaming, but then not the nice kind.
Yeah, it went good, Wade. We don't have to think about the loss no more. Let's go find my old buddy.
This Michael Townley guy must have pissed you off real bad for you to want to find him so much.
He didn't piss me off. The guys that killed him, the federal government, they pissed me off.
But if he's dead, who's this?
Now you're starting to grasp the pertinent questions. Who is this guy using my dead friend's tired-ass movie quotes? With my dead friend's alias? And my dead friend's family? In a house that must have been paid for with my dead friend's stashed millions?
Wow, that's a real mindfuck.
Yeah, I'll show you a fucking mindfuck. I'm gonna stick my boy in your eye. It's gonna come out of your ear, huh?
I didn't mean anything by that, T. Trevor?
Lube up your eye hole, fucker! Cause I'm gonna fuck your tiny mind, huh? I'm about ready to turn you into roadkill!
Please, don't turn me into anything. I just want to be Wade.
Oh, come on, Trevor.
Are we nearly there yet?
No, Wade.
Are we nearly there?
You keep this up, you're not gonna get there at all.
Can you tell me a story?
No, Wade.
Let's play a game then. You know animal, mineral, or vegetable? I'll go first. I'm nanotechnology.
You're what?
Ooh, damn it. I gave it away. I wasn't supposed to say what I am. I'll start again. Animal, vegetable, or mineral?
Hey, how about this? I'll tell you a story if you promise never to speak again.
I like stories.
Of course you do. This story's about a boy called Trisha.
Is Trisha a boy's name?
It doesn't matter.
Sounds weird.
He was weird. He was the smartest, toughest, weirdest kid in Canada. Well, in the Canadian border region of America.
Okay.
This boy, he had all the talent, charisma, and guile that a boy could have. But he didn't know what to do with it.
He should become a baseball player.
No, he shouldn't. Because he's not a fucking sellout idiot.
Or hockey player.
Right there. Los Santos. The end of the fucking earth.
This is the place! I seen it on the holiday card.
Really? Wait.
So, this is Los Santos.
I guess it is.
I always wanted to come here.
But you got stuck in the desert?
It's still San Andreas.
Best part of the state.
Oh, it is indeed. We're back in Los Santos. And Franklin and Michael are done lying low after the jewelry store job. So yeah, I think they're good now. Trevor, you okay, man? You got a blood on your chest and arm and your hand.
So, Michael, this is where dead men come back to life.
Nope,
It's been nearly 10 years.
he
But you'll
survived.
keep for another day or so, huh, old friend? You motherfucking fuck! I grieved for you! You weren't even fucking dead. You were my best friend. Well, guess who's coming to shit on your doorstep, you fuck!
Brad is only dead, not Michael.
Going to my cousin.
Okay, let's go see if
Los Santos, the city of shitheads. Where else would he be?
It's Vespucci Beach where he's staying. Will you tell me the story about that boy, Trisha?
Ah, yeah. Where were we? Right. So, this kid, he could fly planes. So, he signed up for the Air Force to fly all day long and bomb villages and maybe, just maybe, drop the nuke. And it was all going well until one day, just before he got his wings, an evil witch in charge of psychological evaluations told him he was unstable and grounded him for life.
That's terrible.
It was! Sent him into a deep pit of doubt and despair. And just then, just as he hit rock bottom, he met a fat, silver-tongued troll under a bridge.
That's cool. What was the troll's name?
Michelle!
A lady troll?
Yeah, he had tits like one, but no, he was a boy.
Michelle is a funny name for a boy.
Well, this was a funny boy. He sat under his bridge, robbing anyone who passed him by. Sometimes he'd go into town and rob the shops and inns and such. And he persuaded our hero that maybe he should rob people too. And you know what? Little Trisha did rob people, and little Trisha was good at it.
And they lived happily ever after?
For a while, until the troll met another troll in a strip club, and they fell in lust, and he bought her a pair of fake troll tits, even bigger than his real troll tits, so she could make more money stripping, and maybe a little on the side without call work, but you didn't hear that from me. Wow! And then she pushed out a pair of little trolls, and the big bad troll under the bridge went soft.
Hold on, what?
So little Trevor made a new friend called Brad, and he was thinking about cutting Mike off.
Oh, we're near Floyd's house. I seen it on iPhone maps. I'll give you directions.
You were saying about the story.
Keep it straight now. Now keep going.
Yeah.
It's a right up here.
Yeah, wait, I know where I'm going.
You don't turn here. Here's the place.
God damn it,
I think
that
it
car.
is, at least.
Alright, Floyd's place.
Cousin Floyd! It's up here, Trevor.
Oh, yes. Floyd's girlfriend's not gonna be happy about Trevor.
Floyd, it's me, Wade.
Who?
Me, Wade, your cousin.
Who?
Your cousin! Fuck! He's come to visit you, you rude fuck. Now get up off the floor and fix me a fucking drink.
Oh, you, wait. I heard you was off smoking meth somewhere.
No, not somewhere. Here. He's gonna smoke meth here. Give me a fucking lighter.
You can't smoke here.
Okay.
This is my girlfriend's place. She's at a business conference. You can't smoke here and you can't stay here.
How's it going, cousin? It's been a while.
Yeah, I ain't seen you since you was caught in Evelyn's bed.
That was never proved.
You gotta go, both of you. My girlfriend, she'd kill me if she knew I had guests.
That's not much of a girlfriend if she don't like your family. Now, would you get me a fucking drink? I'm not gonna ask you again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God,
Wait.
Trevor, calm
I
down.
ain't got no booze.
Then you go out and fucking get me something. You go too.
Man, Trevor's really want to drink. Jeez. Okay, Floyd's apartment can now be used as a safe house. I get it. Okay, so. Yes, please, autosave. Mission passed. Friends reunited. Alright, so we're gonna see Michael. Can I switch to Michael now? Oh, yeah. They're available to switch to Michael. Wait, let me save this real quick. Ah, never mind. Maybe later. Okay, let's switch to Michael. My boy Michael, back from the dead.
Ah, fuck is this shit.
Is that yours?
Of course not.
Nope. What is that anyway? Is it bread or something?
I've only got myself to blame for the mess these kids are in. You are either drunk, or you're staring miserably at the clouds, or you're out there doing God only knows what.
Oh, yeah. I done horrible by you. Pulled you out of a Midwestern trailer park. Got you a big mansion in Rockford Hills. Hell, the only thing you gotta worry about anymore is what part of your body you want to have chopped off or sucked out again.
Screw you, Michael.
Ah, but you won't.
I was faithful to you up until I found you in a stripper. I would divorce your ass if I could. You are nothing but a murdering, cheating hypocrite. Thank you, Michael, whatever the fuck our fake last name is. You have ruined my serenity yet again. My yoga is fucked.
Oh, is that what they're calling it now? You and your fucking yoga.
Did someone say yoga?
Oh, hello, Fabian, darling.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Fabian.
You must be Miguel. Namaste.
Nah, man, go fuck yourself.
Michael!
You've got to work on your anger, brother. It's killing you.
Yeah, tell me about it. Ah,
Oh, fat ass.
there you are, you little shit. You looking for this? Dude.
Very funny. You know, you're a real asshole.
Watch your mouth.
What did you just fucking say to me?
Stop it! You're ruining my fucking yoga!
Somebody say yoga?
Uh-oh. There's a lot of attention.
Trevor?
Michael.
Hey. It's good to see you, man.
Yeah, I bet it is. Of course, I'm not the one that's been resurrected. Ain't this grand?
Yeah, well, I got in a bit of an awkward situation.
You're telling me, bro. Yeah. One of those fake your own deaths to your best buddy, and then run off with the dough, and then live in a big mansion. Awkward situations.
It's one way of looking at it.
Yeah, do you have any other ways of looking at it? Because I am all out.
It was a long time ago, man. I've been in witness protection. I still am.
That's great. That's great. I'm sorry. Where are my manners, right? Amanda, it is good to see you. Oh, I missed you. You used to be fatter. Nice new tits, by the way. Jimmy, you used to be thinner, but can't blame you. Who are you?
Namaste. I'm Fabian.
Good Lord.
Oh my god.
Where's Tracy?
Where's your sister, Jim?
She's trying out for TV.
She's what?
Yeah, she's auditioning for Fame or Shame.
Fame or shame?
The fuck are you talking about?
You know, it's that talent/skills show. She loves it. You guys know that.
What's her talent?
Dancing.
Oh, Christ. She's a horrible dancer.
Michael!
She might disagree with you on that.
Jesus Christ. What, now? Now? Where?
The Maze Bank Arena.
Oh, Tracy being humiliated. Let's go. We go get her.
We?
Yeah, we. What, are you gonna stand here and argue while your daughter becomes a national laughingstock? Huh? You're worse than I thought. Now let's go. Come on.
Alright.
Right.
We're getting Tracy out of Maze Bank Arena, where she wants to be a stripper and become a professional dancer. Be famous on Fame or Shame.
So, Mike, what were you doing?
I was making myself a juice. Broccoli, raw kale, fish oil. This recipe I got is packed with nutrients, fibers, vitamins, and it don't taste bad. I'll send you the recipe. Anyway, get this. I'm making it. The blender slips, juice goes everywhere. I'm about to clean it up when I find this bag of grass. Big fucking bag, Jimmy's, right? Okay, just that moment, Amanda comes in. Sees me there with...
I didn't ask for a blow-by-blow of how you lost your last ounce of masculine pride. I wanted to know what you've been doing for a decade.
Easy, T.
Don't tease me.
Hey, if anyone needs kale, my friend...
I'm beyond tail, okay? It's too late for tail.
Tail.
It's magical powers to have any effect on me.
Fine.
Or yoga, or talk therapy. I'm a crank cannibalism, an incest kind of guy.
Oh, don't worry, T. They'd skip that talk and go straight to shock treatment with your ass.
You too chilled out to say my name, you fat slob?
Hey.
You too relaxed, and you laid back Los Santos embarrassment? Huh? Is one letter all you can bring yourself to wrap your slothful lips around?
Whoa, dude. You do not let the fuck up.
I got 10 years worth of venting to do. The let up, my friend, is a long way off.
Fine, fine. Do what the fuck you want.
Want? Well, I want to save your daughter from making an ass of herself.
Oh, really, man? Really? What is it? Money or a fight? What? What do you come here looking for?
I came looking for you, and I found you.
Yes, you did.
I know who you are, Michael Townley. You're in a new place, with some new friends and some fruity fucking habits, but you're still my running buddy. You can't undo that.
Yeah, sure, okay, whatever.
Great!
Okay, so they are reunited, telling story what happened back in North Yankton.
This has got to be it. The Maze Bank. Let's go in.
Here we are, Maze Bank Arena.
Let's find your baby.
These spaces are reserved for production vehicles.
Ah, shut the fuck up, man. You want some of this? Huh? Oh, $15.
Keep up, you fat shit.
Yeah, you shut the fuck up, Trevor.
Come on, you dipshit. Ah, that host, man, he's like any closeted TV presenter. Bitter as fucking vinegar.
Where the fuck are they?
Hello, sir. May I please have your names?
Where the fuck is Tracy
Oh.
Townley, huh? Tracy fucking DeSanta. Fuck, screw this! Where the fuck's Laszlo?
It's like, oh my god, I can't breathe, man.
Doesn't matter.
Please be quiet. They're auditioning right now. You're gonna be just as good then as Pat, then.
All right. Yeah. That was really... All right. It's the auditions, Fame or Shame, Season 14, right here in Vinewood, San Andreas. Coming up next, it's Tracy
Tracy
DeSanta.
DeSanta.
Judges, Tracy DeSanta.
Oh, he's
Yes.
100% stripper.
All right. Tracy's a dancer, but she also likes acting, modeling, and working with children. That's beautiful. You're so original, like a basket full of puppies or a rainbow or a pile of puke. Who are these
Oh.
clowns?
That's my dad and
Your uncle.
Trevor?
Two dads.
Two dads.
Very
really.
San Andreas.
What are you guys doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Okay, I'm back.
Relax, chill, make yourself at home. He's got a little show to do here.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, she's gonna dance.
All right, it's Fame or Shame for Tracy DeSanta. Music!
Oh, I said that's enough!
Uh-oh.
Hey, I got security! Security!
What'd you fucking
Hold it,
say?
come on, big guy! Come on there!
No!
Jesus.
Come here, you little shit!
Oh, God.
Tracy, go home! Hey, you little prick!
Hey, come back here, you little prick, Laszlo. Are those the others screaming like that?
We gotta take the truck.
No Michael's car, so we're taking the truck.
There! We take the truck!
I got a deposit on that truck!
Get in the truck. Let's chase after Laszlo.
We're running that prick down.
He went left!
How
I'm
can
so
you
sorry.
sit there and watch your daughter get treated like that?
Hey, you raise a daughter in this town, you get used to stunts.
It's poor parenting.
Yeah, thanks for the fucking feedback. It means a lot coming from you.
Oh, get out of the way.
getting in the way of the big rig. We'll flatten this dickbag.
Get a traffic get out of my fucking
Laszlo.
way.
I knew he was an asshole.
Oh, he is.
Just push him off the fucking road!
Easy there, Michael.
It's
Stupid foreign piece of shit!
He is so scared right now.
This ain't exactly a racer.
Get this fucking traffic out of my way.
What was I thinking, buying a hybrid?
Okay, so we're still chasing Laszlo. Man, he's so scared about Trevor.
Ah, the little bastard's going onto the train tracks.
Yep. He does. He is, I mean.
We can have a little fun with him, but let's not try to kill this prick, all right?
When we crush his little toy car, who knows what'll happen to him?
Who knows?
Look, he went left.
Yeah, I see it.
I knew this city would be full of douchebags.
Some.
Can we speed it up a little, huh?
Maybe by throwing your fat carcass over the side.
If my agent doesn't renegotiate after this shit, he is fired!
Shouldn't have done that with a cinematic camera.
He's gone round to the right.
Yeah, I know. I can see
That
that.
was entirely your fault!
Yeah, that is your fault indeed.
Right here. Can't get enough of the celebrities, can you? 10 fucking minutes in LS.
Shut up! That cocksucker might be famous, but
They wouldn't kill a celebrity, would they? It's not legal!
we'll get him! We'll get him!
Well, we're sure taking our time about it.
I guess so.
He's going down into the LS River.
I can see that.
Me as well.
I hate that closeted man whore on the TV. I hate him on the radio. The little shit's all out of juice.
Oh, he's trapped.
Hey, guys.
You run out of batteries, huh?
I didn't mean anything by it, all right?
Oh, yeah? Well, that little girl sat on my lap when she was 2 years old, and I swore to God that I would rip the fucking skin off anyone who fucking wronged her.
Look, I'm just a dumb A-list celebrity trying to entertain America, okay? I got a lot of stuff going on right now, dude, besides you trying to kill me. Now, I got multiple sexual harassment lawsuits, plus I'm an addict, all right? And I've relapsed. I can't stop jacking, dude. I jack it in traffic.
What's your talent, huh? I mean, aside from love and sex.
Dude, haven't you seen my show? It's not live, it's not funny. That's my genius. I got no fucking talent.
Clearly ain't being humble, T. You proved your point.
This is your daughter. You should be wanting to rip the fucking ponytail off the back of this guy's head. And you! Hands off.
Oh!
Okay.
There you go. All right.
What are you doing?
Now, I want you to dance sexy, celebrity.
I mean, I need music or...
Are you trying to fucking annoy me, huh?
I'll dance.
Good.
Oh! Oh yes, get it on, Laszlo.
All right, now drop it like it's hot, all right? I want to see you get nice and low. Come on, lower, lower, come on.
Oh.
Please don't kill me, okay? I'm supposed to be on a magazine cover next week.
All right,
Please,
come on, get
no!
up. Take off. Go, now, before I change my mind.
I got it all on my camera, you fucking pussy. The world's gonna see your shit.
Oh my god.
How the fuck did you do without me for 9 years, huh?
Oh shit indeed, Michael. Well, we're calling Dave Norton.
Dave,
We need to talk.
I was about to tell you the same thing.
Okay. Meet me at Galileo Observatory as soon as you can get there.
Okay.
Alright. Mission passed. Fame or shame. Fastest speed 98% and total 88%. That's fine, but we'll do better next time. Okay, let's save this real quick. Okay, and then boop and a boop. Okay. Wait, let's see what other missions at. Dave, Federal Instigation Bureau, Bureau, whatever the fuck. Okay, some side missions. Okay, side missions of Trevor, Michael, even Franklin. Wait, can I? Yeah, I can switch to Franklin's. Wait. Start recording with gameplay instance. Yeah, I know that. Okay, let's switch to my boy Franklin and see what he's up to. in the traffic.
I swear, half my life in traffic.
Okay, so Franklin's busy at the traffic. Get this out of the way, man. Thank you.
Man, you...
Okay, let's see what other missions. Side missions. God damn it. Okay, so here is, I think, Beverly? Yeah, I think so.
Got off lucky, homie.
Oh, he's lucky indeed. My fucking car, bruh. Beverly, my man, you there? You were hiding in the bush. And you flashed my eye since the first time I played this. I think that was before.
What the fuck?
Beverly!
Motherfucker. Hey, whoa, back off there, cowboy. I know my constitutional rights. Anyway, I know you're coming here to suck cock, so it's alright.
What the fuck you talking about?
Wow, hey, look, I saw Quarterback Blues, man. And, you know, some of those older records of yours, even they sound a little bit closeted. I'm just saying.
What? A black man walking in Vinewood, you think he Clay PG sellout? You bitch-ass punk motherfucker.
Whoa,
shit, man.
whoa, Franklin, calm
I'm
down.
sorry, dude. I didn't have my contacts in, you know? I mean, I love black people. Yeah, you know, like I love gangsters. I love, like, gangster rap. Yo, sup?
Man, who gives a fuck if he's gay or not, man? The man is not married. It's his business. Leave motherfuckers alone.
Well, look, I'm just saying that it's the hypocrisy that I can't stand. You know, I mean, of celebrities. Right? I mean, PG, right? He says he's a killer and a murderer and all that great stuff. And then, what, he loves his mother and likes show tunes. I mean, really, what kind of message does that send in our kids? You know what I'm saying? The guy's a fraud.
Well, why do you care, man?
Yeah, because, you know why? Because they all think they're gods, right? Well, fuck them! Fuck them! Fuck them! Fuck them! Fuck them! Fuck them! They're not magic! No, they're no better than me. They're no better than me. Shit! Oh, shit! Oh my god, it's Miranda! Miranda, I love you, Miranda! Come on! Come on, it's fucking Miranda fucking Cowan!
Man,
she's a fucking megastar!
No, leave me out your shit, man.
Oh, no, we can make boku bucks here, man! We get one picture of her hairy legs or her aging up, and we are in the money, man! In the money, bro! Come on! Come on, man!
Alright.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
Alright, Beverly, just calm down.
Let's go! You drive, I'll get the shot!
Well, get on with it!
Go! Get us right up alongside that limo! You ruined his life! Now make my day.
We'll get a picture then,
Get
Beverly.
this shot! You don't look a day over 45! Hey, here! You bitch! I don't believe it! She's slamming a speedball in there, man! This is journalistic gold! Homewrecker! Harlot! You're an angel! An angel!
An angel! Oh, God.
There's nothing special about you! Man, they don't call her the silicone slattern for nothing! She looks like a bloodhound in a wind tunnel! God, I love her!
Oh, man, no wonder this whole town's in therapy.
I just hit a sign.
And again, I will not stop until I have vagina! It's in the public interest, you homewrecker!
We done yet?
No, she still looks too good! I want the prisoner of war shot! That's where the big zeros are!
Big zeros? What the hell fuck are you talking about, man?
Fuck you, Beverly! This one's mine!
Oh, no! It's that bottom feeder Madison! Shit, he's getting the money shots! Where's your dignity, man? Forget Miranda. We can't let him steal my exclusive! Get alongside him! I'll knock the weasel off!
Wait, drive next to the driver so Beverly can knock him off. Okay. Can this motorcycle get any speed?
Stay on that bastard!
What is wrong with you?
You're scum!
Look at your
Scum!
It's
Next time, Madison, I swear!
with the big boys.
Can I shoot the wheels?
You're a loser.
Get in closer so I can reach across!
Can I shoot the wheels?
Are you with
There you go.
How do you sleep at night?
You're not cut out for this, Beverly.
You filthy panty sniffer! Slippery son of a bitch!
He's not giving up.
Fuck you.
Oh yeah, I downloaded your pictures to the fucking road, Madison! Now grow up and get a boy's name. Okay, buddy, let's get out of here. I'm already late for another stakeout.
Man, one punch those guys.
There's a small parking lot by the Cafe Redemption Courtyard in Morningwood. Drop me there, and you can keep the bike, because I look after my people.
Shit. Oh my god.
Oh, you moron!
I'm so sorry, man. I didn't even look at where I'm going.
Okay. Don't ruin the vibe. I think I got a decent shot of Miranda back there.
So we splitting what you get for the photo, 50-50, right? All right, homie. It's been an education, dawg. Look, keep on making the world a better place, you hear me?
The public needs to know. The fans deserve answers.
Shit, not if the question is how low is Miranda Collins' muff hanging or if she getting banged out by some second-rate director.
They need to know everything, from crow's feet to camel toes. Hey. Come by the manor next week. We'll continue the search for the truth.
Look, don't wait around for me, homie.
Oh, I'm waiting for you, homie.
Okay, well that was fun. Mission pass, paparazzo or paparazzo. I don't know.
Hey man, what's up? What's going on, my dude?
What's going on with you, dude? Too. Okay, so let's see what other missions have. What else do we have? Tanya. So I'm gonna. Let's switch to Michael. Let's see what's Dave Norton's up to. Okay, Michael's still at the bridge where I was at, where Trevor and I chased after Laszlo. I need a taxi, real quick. Oh, Lester.
Hey, Lester.
Mike, hey, I'm transferring your cut of the jewel store take to your account. Madrazo's already got the house money, so you can rest easy there.
Thank God for that.
Oh, yes.
Hey, my man, where you going?
$7,000. Wow. Or maybe, oh yeah, $700,000 plus. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's, oh wait, actually I can, there you go.
Galileo Observatory.
All right, let's hit the road.
Let's go.
I guess you're in a hurry.
Okay, so we're here. And, wait, how much did I get? $766,987. What the Gray Nicholson? What the fuck is that? Let's see, I'm making you rich, dude. Don't delete. This isn't spam. You know that guy whose bike you got back yesterday? Well, that's me. And guess what? I'm seriously rich. Have you heard of animal? I didn't even read the rest of it. Some emails contain as blah blah blah. Oh, Maze Bank of Los Santos, blah blah. Why don't you go back? Wait, let's see. Who's this? Who's this guy? Nicholson. Where was I? Have you heard of Animal Art, the all-natural pet store? I started that company 3 years ago when I was just 17 years old, and now I've got like 8 homes. Turns out organic pet food is totally recession-proof, but it was never about the money for me. Even when I floated the business on the stock exchange, I'm totally unchanged by it. I'm a new generation of millionaire. I don't believe in cynicism or working hard. Money is meaningless if you're spiritually benefit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? When you stepped in and helped me, blah 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 blah. Okay, see, who the hell is Gray Nicholson? I don't know this guy. Anyway, let's meet Dave Norton.
Excuse me?
Sorry, my lady.
Hey, what's going on, brother? Hey, man, what's up?
What's up, you too? God damn it, the weapon wheel just changed by itself.
Davey, how you doing?
About as good as can be expected.
It is.
But the news is not good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know you did that fucking jewelry job.
Hey!
Davey, seriously, you're imagining things.
Fuck you.
All right. I did it. Arrest me. You know what? You'll be saving my life. Because you called it, motherfucker.
What?
You called it.
Trevor.
couple days ago. We haven't really talked about anything either.
But if no when, he starts asking questions about why you're not feeding worms south of the Canadian border. Oh, we got problems.
Yeah, no shit.
We're in it.
Together.
So, if your problems are my problems, then I guess that means that my problems are sort of your problems.
Nope.
What does that mean?
What if I lose my job? Someone comes into my office, starts reading my files. They'll see the things I did. I know a lot of stuff. I can cop a plea, get 5 years, but you...
Fuck you, you ungrateful prick. I made your career.
Well, then we better go about saving it together, because you and I both know we can't let it go to shit now.
What do you need?
This guy, Ferdinand Karamov. The agency claims he's dead. We at the Bureau think they're full of crap. We think he's being debriefed someplace.
So?
Apparently, he has information which will put me and my superiors out of circulation. Those agency fuckers have got the coroner's office locked down. We need you to verify the body.
So how the hell am I gonna get in here?
Well, you've played dead before, haven't you?
Whoa! Oh, Davey, what the fuck?
I have always kind of liked you.
See, I don't like that guy. Even Dick Haynes. Agent Dick Haynes. What did he do that for the first time I played this? I don't know why.
What we got? John Doe, white male, overweight, in his late 40s, possible coroner. Let's take a peek.
The fat deposits on his hips and abdomen suggest a fondness for bleeder burgers.
Probably about to find one in his gut.
Of course.
Still in its wrapper.
Right next to the bottle of scotch and pack of redwoods. See the broken capillaries around the nose?
And boom.
Oh, Jesus.
Back from the dead, motherfucker!
Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm in a lab something.
Come out! Hands in the air! Come on.
He's part of the agency, man, right? Oh, he's changed.
Out there! Give it up!
Boom! Search the morgue for the body.
That don't look right.
What happened here? The weapon fucking wheel changed by
Guess you
itself.
can't judge a corpse by its toe tag.
Dave.
I found the toe tag. Ferdinand Karamov. It's on some big black lady. Definitely not your guy.
Okay. The agency have the lower floors on lockdown to prevent a leak. I got a guy who can cut the power to give you some help, but you'll have to get upstairs if you're gonna get out.
The alarm is off. I mean on. Escape from the building. Oh, I thought it was...
This guy can't leave!
And boom! Please use my slow motion thingamajig. Missed. Oh! Shoot the goddamn thing! Oh, you're reloading. That was too slow. Man, I wish I had a machine gun or a rocket launcher or a shotgun.
Stayed on the slab.
Where you at? He's still alive.
Hey, I already died once today.
Yep, back in North Yankton, I think. Man, my health.
We're on
Well, ain't that a load of fucking shit. Oh god. Let's do it again.
We're locked down. Gotta take the stairs.
Michael, your weapons will be in the black trash bag in blah. Is it there? I don't know. Man, this guy's scared. I can't go in. Fuck. So I'm guessing it's there, right? Wait a... Oh, there. Those stairs. Of course. Okay, so I'm gonna find my weapon.
To contain this facility.
It's all a big misunderstanding.
Oh. Okay. Shooting 80%, I think. 80 plus. I don't know. Oh. Okay, just a few guys left. There might be plenty in this building. Okay, let me use my shotgun. I don't want to waste my bullets. Oh! Oh, no, not today. You think you can sneak up on me?
I don't know what you're doing here, but you won't be doing it much longer.
This is fucked.
Oh, it is fucked. Missed shot. Okay, one more guy left. Boom! Okay, let's get my weapons back. What was that? What did I get? There you go. Yeah, my assault rifle. So am I gonna jump out of the window? I'm guessing so. I don't know. Oh yeah, I am. I remember. There we go. Shoot out of the window. Use my shotgun and boom. Ooh! That's gotta hurt. And you're smelling shit and trash. Okay, let's get a fast car. Oh, now I'm gonna lose the cops. Hey! Jeez. If I were playing that, I would use the special ability. Ah, man.
Not now!
Oh god, now I have to lose these cops. This might take a while, guys. Man, I need to find a place to hide. Lay low for a while. Well, I could have died like that. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Where do I hide? Could be here, but they might find me. Okay, let's hide here. And wait for the cops. Wait for the cops to stop following me.
Hey, Mike.
F. Hey, we need to talk. Quick. Meet me at those oil derricks just outside town, El Burro Heights. And make sure you're not tailed.
Man, that don't sound too good, homie. Look, I'm on my way.
Okay, so I'm gonna meet Franklin at the oil derricks. And we're going Dave after we hit my fucking head.
Dave, the hell was that? You know how many spooks I just ran into?
I'm sorry. They're not nice people if that's a consolation.
What's going on?
There's a big target out there. Something in the shadows. The data algorithms are reading off the charts. Whoever finds it, the Bureau or the agency, is gonna get a big bump in funding.
Like I care about your funding. I'm out, Dave.
You're not. I need you to meet my boss. We'll be downtown in the plaza between the FIB and the IAA buildings.
The IAA building? You fucking kidding me after the spat I just had with those agency men?
Relax. They won't be looking there. They never expect an inside job.
So Dave's boss is Agent Dick Haynes. I think that's him. I don't know. My boy Franklin here.
Hey, Franklin.
What's going on?
You gotta get out of town.
Man, I ain't exactly got nowhere to go.
Well, then take a trip. A long trip.
What the fuck is going on?
Things, all right? You remember, I told you I know people, feds, who looked after me when I retired?
You did?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I think I did. I don't know. Shit, Jesus Christ, Franklin. I got so many stories I can't even keep them straight. I'm full of shit.
Yeah, but your full of shit got me a lot of paper. One score with you, I made more money than I ever did hustling.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a great thief, but you know, it's the other shit that I ain't got figured out.
So what's the deal, man? What's the deal with the Bureau, man?
This clown, I mean, he's an okay guy, fucking cocksucker. We did a deal a long time ago. Didn't go quite the way it was supposed to go. Wrong guy got killed. So I had to go into kind of an informal witness protection program. He helped me, I didn't reveal secrets of his, and everything was cool. Problem started when recently I became unretired. I mean, he shows up, starts calling in favors, telling me to do shit. I mean, look, Franklin, I'm working for the fucking feds.
Oh, fuck, man.
Oh, fuck, man, yeah, and that ain't even the worst part. I ever tell you about Trevor?
Man, I think so, shit.
Well, if you only think so, then I wasn't being completely honest. He's, hell walking on Earth. That's what he is.
Well, let's bury this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, good luck with that.
Shit.
I mean, Trevor and I got history. Complicated fucking history. Look, I've done a lot of things that I ain't proud of. Okay, I never claimed to be an angel. But you meet Trevor, Franklin, you'll swear I am an angel.
So what's the mood then, man?
I don't know. Fuck. I'm just gonna, you know, try to play both sides. You know, until I can find a way out of this shit.
All right, man, look, man, you help me. Way I see it, man, the least I can do is help you.
It's a death sentence, Franklin.
Man, I ain't trying to hear all that shit, man. If the Bureau ain't gonna take you to court, them motherfuckers just hustlers anyway. And I ain't finna let no motherfucking cat think he's so motherfucking crazy run me up a tree. Fuck that.
Hey, you're a good kid, Franklin. This means a lot to me. Like I told you, I'm a terrific thief. I'll find something for you. Big. Now, come on. You better take off.
All right, man. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Well, that went well, I guess. Mission passed. Dead man walking. As a zombie. He's back from the dead. Okay, so 70%. I'll try to do that next time since I got shot once. I think, yeah, once. Okay, so he doesn't have a blood on his chest anymore. Well, anyway, okay, let's go see what other missions we have. Okay, so Bureau, yeah, that's where Dave Norton, Dick Haynes, and what's the other guy? Oh yeah, Agent Sanchez. And what was this? Oh yeah, Michael. What do I do? Which one do I have to choose? Let's go see Dave and Dick Haynes. I don't have a car. Well, actually I do because that wrecked car. Wait, actually, okay. I'm gonna go change clothes first, or maybe go to Michael's house first. Michael's mission first. First, we have to quick save this game. All right. Okay, my boyfriend is gonna help Michael with the agency boys. Dave Norton. Let's see what he got. Listen, I know you're probably irritated by the, shall we say, favor I just ask of you. I wish I hadn't had to involve you, but my boss has been sniffing around some old cases. That's gotta be Dick Haynes. I know we had a deal, but this is just a new agreement. I wish it were different, but as I said, you broke out of my protection yourself when you started it. Doing your thing again. And that's the highest up from North Yankton. Doing your thing again. I made clear that you would be a problem. I ain't a problem. Dick Haynes the problem. You ignored me. I will do my best to protect you as a valued friend of my firm, but you're going to have a play ball. Davey. Oh, my response. I don't know who you are or what you're talking about. Is that spam? Okay, so we're waiting for Dave's respawns. Wait, can I respawn Gray Nicholson? Oh, I can't. It doesn't have a plus on the middle. You guys see that? Beside the arrow, pointing at the left. Yeah, that's the plus. So I can't respawn Gray and Nicholson or whatever the fuck he is. Okay, so we're going to Michael's house. That?
This crazy guy's smacking the shit out of his girlfriend. I don't know what to do. I think he's gonna kill her.
Wait.
Come on, quick! This way! She was screaming no, and he just kept hitting her. It's just over here.
Do I need a gun?
We got one! Go get in there! You fucking move! When you should get...
Well, that was close. You alright, lady? I think she's terrified of me. But what? Oh, the light just turned on.
Oh, damn!
That guy in the background is just terrified. Oh, flight's still available. Oh shit! Police coming! Police coming! Police coming! I need a car! I need a car! Freaking fast! Come on, I need a fast car, not a fucking fast... You know what, screw it, I'm gonna take the van. Okay. Oh, calling Tracy.
Hey, Trace, what's up?
What's up? Are you joking? You ruined my life.
I did? I thought I'd already ruined your life. Remember after that boat thing?
Take this seriously. Do you know how bad I wanted that? Fame or shame is like an amazing opportunity. You're such a fucking fuck. You really are.
You'll get over it. You'll see. I did you a favor.
Never. I hate you.
Well, Tracy, you better what?
You got lucky, buddy.
Man, Michael's daughter, Tracy, doesn't love him anymore. He hates him. Because after what he'd done to her, after the boat, after the fame or shame, with Trevor. Oh, here he goes.
Jesus.
You guys see that? That guy? Oh, he's dead.
What the hell?
That guy's reacting to the bus. Actually, I'm gonna use this truck.
The dead don't drive.
I mean the car, sorry. Okay. Bad guy in the background saying, suck my cock. Alright, we're at Michael's house. Oh yeah, I think this mission is, did somebody say yoga? I think. We'll see. I'm guessing that's the one. Oh shit, I accidentally pressed the skip button. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, did somebody say yoga?
What is wrong with you smoking in my house? You know, ever since that psychotic pal of yours turned up, you've turned into an even bigger asshole.
Thank you. Your support in my difficult times means the world to me.
I've supported you. I left everything to come here with you, and still, that crazy bastard turns up.
I'll handle it.
How?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? Just keep him away from me and the children, you low-life, whoremongering asswipe.
Did someone say yoga?
No, I think she said whoremongering asswipe.
Hello, Fabian, darling.
Namaste, Amanda. Are we ready to practice?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she's very centered. A regular oasis of peace and tranquility, this one.
Anger issues and worse friends. No wonder I'm so upset.
You too, please. Namaste.
Namaste.
We practice. Miguel, join us, please.
No, please, no.
No,
No.
the yoga is for sharing. Come, Miguel, come.
Awesome. So, Fab, if you could make me as happy and mellow as my wife, it'll be a job well fucking done.
We are all on our own journeys, Miguel.
Yeah, no doubt. So why is she driving a tank on hers?
Breathe, Manda, breathe.
Perhaps to deal with your hostility, Michael. Now here is good. We have the sun and the moribund. The asshole.
The asshole.
Now we begin to put the asshole to the earth.
Put the asshole.
Yes, we begin each sequence.
Tatasana. That's a funny word.
Or mountain pose.
Mountain pose.
1, 2,
1, 2, 3.
Mouth and anus are perfectly in line. Show him, Amanda.
1, 2, 3.
It is perfect.
1, 2, 3.
Michael.
Okay, so we're doing some yoga.
I don't know about this.
On.
In and out with the breath, Michael. Let it out.
Feels good.
Wow, Michael. I never thought I'd see the day.
2.
Air through the nose and out the mouth.
Feels relaxed.
Maintain it.
And then 3.
Now, in through the bloated nose and out through those wrinkled lips.
It's like watching one of my kids take their first steps. Only an old version I resent.
Really?
This is gonna have to do.
Now we will do something more complicated. Sometimes, when I do this pose, I weep uncontrollably for hours.
Un, deux, trois. Oh. Un, deux, trois, scène.
Oh, wow.
You feel that? The emotion inside. Let it go.
What's wrong with her?
Michael, join us.
What is wrong with her? Is she crying or something? I don't know.
I feel like I'm channeling bullshit right now.
We'll see, Michael. We'll see.
You can breathe, can't you?
Breathe in.
Out through the mouth.
Now think of all the strippers who've been over to pick up your dollar bills.
Wow.
The silly man forgets to breathe.
Feels relaxed.
How many years of marriage, and this is the first time he's taken an interest in my hobbies.
Breathe, Mikhail. Out through those wrinkled lips.
Yeah.
There! Let it go!
Let it go! Un, deux, trois. Un, deux, trois, scène. I'm just kidding, I just made it
Now,
up.
you breathe.
Yeah.
Tight!
Tighter!
I'm about to feel some emotions, all right.
Oh, he is.
Remember, children, do not fear the unknown. We are the unknown. Show us, Amanda.
I don't think Michael's up to this.
He may surprise you. Plank.
Plank.
Chaturanga.
Chata. Yeah.
Plank, chatter.
Feel the flow.
Plank, chaturanga.
Everything is flowing in me.
Plank, chaturanga.
Mike, would you? Put the lunar to the face. Breathe, please, Michael.
Breathe, my man.
Exhale.
If you'd found yoga before, you wouldn't have been that way with Coach.
Take in the air and release
Yeah,
it.
Michael, release your air.
Can you wash that mat later? It's gonna smell all bloody and smoky and Michael.
Hey, I heard that, Amanda.
Your lungs, they work, yes?
Yes, they work. And breathe.
Out through the mouth.
Feels relaxed, don't it,
Your
Michael?
inner eye. Breathing is almost the most important thing, no?
Oh, yes, Fabian, you could say that.
This is what I was talking about. Can't you see how blocked he is?
Breathe, please, Michael.
Breathe out.
Breathe out, please. For a meat eater, it's okay.
Yeah, it is okay indeed, Fabian.
Take in the air and release it.
Yeah, I get it, Fabian.
Out with the breath.
Oh, that feels relaxed.
We might be about to witness the first yoga-induced heart attack.
Well.
Your lungs, they work,
yes? They work, Fabian. God damn it.
Let it go. Now if you could just get Trevor on a yoga mat.
Well, calm down, Michael.
Come a long way today, Michael. Yes, later you will cry like a baby.
I ain't gonna cry like a baby, man.
His chakras are completely blocked. Don't worry about him.
Show me the downward dog. Your sexual energies have been blocked for too long. Back into my pelvis. Back.
Oh.
Back. Yes, there.
Michael doesn't like that.
Oh!
What?
Hey, enough of that shit!
Yoga is the answer, Michael. But what is the question?
Why am I such a moron?
We are leaving and we are never coming back.
Good!
You are alone, you pathetic psychopath.
Fuck you! And that phony French fucking yogi!
Man, that Fabian, he is so brain dead. Well, the mission
Jimmy,
reunited.
you still here?
Oh yes, he is still here. And the
James!
Leave me alone! Oh yeah, fuck you. You know what? If there was a rape button, I'd be using it right now. Unless you're a faggot and you like that sort of shit, and then I'll just rape...
You were saying?
Did I pay for that?
Yeah, you smashed the other one, didn't you?
All right, come on. I want to go for a ride.
I gotta meet a friend.
All right, so I'll go meet him with you. Come on, I want to get out of the house. I'm not going alone.
Come on. This is fucking bullshit.
Hey, watch your mouth, boy.
Bullshit? Threatening to molest your online buddies is bullshit.
They're not my buddies.
They're the only people you speak to.
Aww. Come on, Michael. Don't be like that to your son. Get in your car. And Jamie's gonna drug me, isn't he? Because I know.
Where's your friend?
Burger shot.
Don't stop.
I almost hit the guy. He said, "Don't stop." Go to the burger shop.
Yeah, nice to see the kids are still hanging out. Nice to see the kids are still hanging out at the burger joints. Me and the guys, we'd go down to the diner after class every day. You know, get milkshakes, fries.
Yum, yum.
Dude, please. You know, you're really creeping me out.
I'm trying to relate to you.
No, you're trying to take me on some nostalgia trip. You're such a cliche.
Oh, says the dope-smoking, game-playing, live-at-home Worldo's him a living millennial.
I knew it! I knew it! The mask was gonna slip. The monster's been exposed.
The hell are you talking about?
The real you. That bitter, vindictive old man. You pretend you're being a father, but you hate me, don't you?
I don't hate you, Jim. How many times... I love you. Look, I'm sorry if I don't express that correctly, but why do you think we're here together?
Because you're scared shitless of being alone?
Oh, now you're an armchair psychologist, just like the rest of this city.
You brought me here, Michael. Don't get surprised when some of the razzle-dazzle rubs off. You really have to meet my friend?
Yeah, I really do.
Then please don't get weird. For once in your life, don't be weird.
I got it, Jimmy. Don't worry about it. I won't be weird to your friend.
There he is, the friendly neighborhood drug dealer.
Yo,
brother man, what's up?
What's
How
up,
you
man?
doing?
Good to see you. What are you turning tricks to pay for this shit, huh? Hey, who's the old man?
It's my dad.
Oh, all right, Mr. DeSanto.
Santa.
Yeah, you the kid selling Jimmy pot by the pound?
Ah, Jimmy, bro, your dad's funny, man.
Come on, do this shit and let's get going.
Oh, yeah, you got that other thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Come on, man. What the fuck? Jimmy.
Just hold on a second.
Oh, I know what he's up to.
All right,
Jimmy's
later on.
set Michael up. Because he's gonna
Hey,
drug
let's
him.
bounce.
Bounce. We're bouncing now. Is that what we're doing? Jesus fucking Christ.
You set him up to drug him and leave him alone in the house.
Alrighty then. Now what?
Can we just get back to the house, please?
No, we're just gonna stop in the middle of the town near his house and drug him. I know him. I've seen it.
So, want a drink?
I'm driving.
No.
Because normally you're such a between the white lines, friend to the pedestrian kind of guy.
Fine. Give it here.
Michael, don't you dare. There's some drugs in it. He spiked you.
Okay, your turn.
Maybe when we get home.
Ah, who's the square now?
You are.
I'm starting to feel a little...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Fine. No. Really, this is not normal. Well, you're just paranoid.
Is that paranoia?
This is totally justified concern. You should see yourself.
I'm telling you, this is all wrong.
No. I'll stop it.
Oh, what was in it?
It's harmless. Vets have been using it for decades. You anesthetize me? You
I'm
fucking
protecting
shit.
you from yourself. Also, I took money from your bank account and I'm moving out.
All right, you're too crazy, Dad.
My son took my money from my account? Yeah, I remember that. If I see you come back from the house, you are so dead. And I've been dragged away from the monkeys. Planet of the Apes. From outer space. Okay. Oh, I hear monkeys. Apes. I think apes. Yeah, apes. And the aliens, of course. Yeah. Looks like a gurgling sound. Oh. Ooh, I like his music. Ooh, I like his music.
What do you want, Michael?
I always thought I was the good guy.
Ooh, I like his music.
I got a bit of an awkward situation.
You ruined my life.
You are nothing but a murdering, cheating hypocrite.
Does this keep going when I fly and not hitting the ground or something?
Turn a long way back.
I think it's gonna go endlessly, or I don't know. I think we'll see.
It's like I'm two different people.
You want this in the ground? Oh, wait.
You're out there doing God only knows what.
Oh, the vocals. I can hear the vocals.
A crook, a killer, a thief, a liar.
You're not a well man.
Ooh, I like that.
It's my dad.
You should have kept some for yourself. It's easier to see in retrospect.
Ooh, I like that.
What I could have done to help.
You have ruined my serenity yet again.
We only get one life to get it.
What's the name of this song? I want to know this song.
We only get one life to live.
I will listen to this song all day.
Now you can't keep this on night after night. You need to find someone to get.
You're not a well man.
Listen to the ground.
You are either drunk.
Okay, let's see if I can fly through it. Oh, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, that was a nice song, by the way. What was the name of that song? Come on, I want to know this song. Guys, leave a comment down below. Is this your... Do you like this song? Oh! You threw up.
Jimmy, you little shit.
Oh, he is a little shit. Okay, let's go back to the house. I can't believe my son spiked me with the drugs from the burger shop. And I got dragged away. Oh wait, yeah. I mean, yeah, before I got dragged away by those apes, he took my money from my account. You are so dead, Jimmy. You are so dead. Anyway, let's go back to this house. And everyone is out of Michael's house. Everyone except him.
Hello? I'm back!
Oh, a letter from Amanda.
Michael, I think you finally lost your mind. Your recent behavior and the company you've been keeping already had me very concerned. Now you've taken to attacking my Fabian, who is a close friend, and then Jimmy said you took drugs while driving him in your car.
Jimmy did it to me.
We've decided to move out for a while. You promised me you'd change, and you haven't changed a bit. I know you say I always act like I'm in a movie. Well, this isn't that. I think I'm gonna speak to a lawyer. I'm just really confused. Please don't try to contact us and try not to get yourself killed. Amanda.
Fuck! Hey, Michael, this is good. You don't have to worry your family, your kids. Yeah, your family, the whole family. You're on your own. You don't have to worry about them. Mission passed. Did somebody say yoga? Now he's all alone. Okay. Oh, yoga now available at his house. Wait. There's another yoga location. Where is it? Okay, one for the house and I didn't see that. I didn't see this one before. Why didn't I see that? Did you guys see that? Some of you guys see it, but the others, they didn't. Okay, let's save this real quick. Okay, and there. Okay guys, I'm gonna leave it off there. If you enjoyed this video, comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.